At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. My name is Adam, CEO of Vibra Finance. And today we have a beautiful day. If you've been paying attention at all to any of the last streams in the last couple of weeks, you know I've been harping on the altcoins, especially the blue chip altcoins on Pulsechain. You know, we'll get into that into a second, but just taking a look at the overall market here in the last 24 hours. Love it. You know, I've been bullish as hell on XLM. You know, if you guys don't know, XLM is now MoneyGram. You know, that we've all known. Western Union, MoneyGram, the two biggest money transmitters for peer-to-peer cash in the world. XLM is now part of MoneyGram. So seeing them pump, you know, I'm bullish on all of crypto. I want to see it succeed in the long run. You know, I'm not in this for a Lambo and to retire in a year. You know, this is going to be a lifetime of investing for us. You know, we just are luckily in it at the ground floor. You know, these cryptos are going to slowly become the blue chip, basically stocks that we know today. The IBMs, the Microsofts, the Nvidias, Tesla, Amazon. Looking at these bubbles here, you know, the next Tesla could be XLM. The next Amazon could be Pulsechain. The next IBM could be Zcash. Who knows? Algorand. Nobody knows right now. And if somebody tells you they know, they're lying. You know, it's right now the market isn't even big enough for utility to even really matter. It's all driven by speculation and narrative, unfortunately. So all we can do now is, you know, do your research. And for me personally, I invest the heaviest into people and communities that I know and trust. Pure and simple. What's up, Erwin? My man, appreciate you stopping in. I know you've been going down some rabbit holes lately. We got to get you back in that elbow cough isolation. So also, guys, good news. Anyone that used HEX Daily Stats and saw it go down for a little while was kind of sad. You know, Hex Machina and we love this site way back in the Hex News days. And to see it disappear was kind of like, man, it was disappointing. And to see it back now, that's awesome. Little update to the Eth and Pulsechain. So we're sitting at combined 2 cents for Hex on both chains. T-share rate 27, almost 28,000 Hex per T-share. That's insane. I can't believe how fast this is growing and how fast 555 stakes are going to come. You know, we're already like almost 20% or more than 20% done of 5555 stakes that we made at the start, which is insane. And now too, the average length of stakes too is now over 7 years, which, you know, what else can you ask for? You know, the amount of stakers is growing. The average length is growing. I mean, let's see here we go. Miners. So, all right. Well, wow. Actually, never mind. I take that back. We have actually kind of gone flat for the last couple months in Ethereum. Oh, now 21 new miners. So I wonder if this includes Pulsechain or both. I got to look into that because that makes a big difference. You know, I think that everyone knew that comes in with $50, $100. Why would you ever stake on Ethereum? You're going to do it all on Pulsechain. So I would assume this is growing, that this is only on Ethereum. But regardless, I mean, the bear market started right here pretty much. No, all right, we'll say 2022. So we've added 50,000 stakers since the bear market. What else can you ask for? Community is so important in crypto. It's not everything, but if you don't have a loud, viral, vocal, tribal community, I don't think you're going to survive. And we sure as hell have that in Goat Heart ecosystem. And I'm just glad that I'm here, that I was able to get in early, get my friends in it, people I care about in it, and we'll be able to ride this wave together. You know, there's nothing better than having a bunch of people, you know, together doing something. Having money and all that by yourself, it's not the same. But when you got your buddies and your friends in it with you, it just means more. And I don't know, it's just different. So I'll check it. Looking at some pulse chain price here, we have dipped a little bit down below sacrifice, but that's all right. That's all right. You know, I thought it would honestly be a little worse right now. I thought people would be, the pitchfork army would be out in full effect protesting Richard Hart. He released 3 scams now, Hex, Pulse, and PulseX. They're all scams, rah, rah, rah. And I think that is going to be the bottom signal. You know, you're starting to see people question everything. Why did I sacrifice? And there was a poll that I think it was Sami that he put out on Twitter talking about, would you sacrifice again? Or would you sacrifice again for another Richard Hart project? And the amount of no's was shocking to me. So that these are good ways of kind of realizing where we are in the psychology of the market. And when people are refusing to sacrifice, I don't know where it was. He tweets so much because he's AI, so he tweets so much. I can't find it, but the amount of people that said no, they wouldn't sacrifice was shocking to me. And OGs, people that have been in it for a while, starting to question it. I'm getting messages from people that I thought, you know, they never would question it. And they're asking me, are you sure this isn't really a scam? Richard hasn't streamed. He hasn't shown his face in forever. But I think that's all part of the plan. I really do. I believe that's part of the plan. You know, we have the Pulse Tour coming out. I mean, what other community has done this? This is now the second tour that we've done in this community. You know, starting with the 555 tour, 5555 tour that went around the United States. I think it was like it was 6 months around there. And now round 2 is going on again. And then there's another meetup in July, the 22nd in Illinois, and then RG3's meetup, the meet and greet. I would imagine it's in California, but we shall see. No admissions or tickets, social gathering. Hell yeah. So I love it, guys. We're making moves. The community is out onboarding real people, and that's what I love to see right now. You know, everyone's talking about the ETFs coming out and how, you know, this article is hilarious. You know, the attitudes on crypto are geographically divided, consensus survey finds. Among countries polled, Nigerians have the most positive outlook on crypto. So, guys, I guess Nigeria is now the hub of crypto, according to the block. And it's really funny because they talk about 92% were aware of crypto. For investors in the US, Germany, and UK, the reasons for owning digital currencies were a bit different. The top reason, because they were curious and had a desire to educate themselves. Or then they talk about Argentina, and they just go around the world. But it's like, man, okay, this is for retail, but I don't care about that. I just read Ripple's Q3 report here, 62 pages. And they talk about this tokenization of assets right here is going to change the world. You know, every 89% or something of people surveyed, and these are financial analysts, financial institutions, hedge funds. I mean, people all around the industry, like real people. 80% plus of global finance leaders are likely to begin using crypto, CBDCs, and or stablecoins in their businesses in the next 3 years. Confidence is highest in cryptocurrencies to meet business needs compared to traditional currencies, CBDCs, and stablecoins. So that's coming from Ripple. themselves, right? I'd rather listen to what they're saying. Fractionalized ownership of real estate, enterprise, Web3, NFTs for businesses. That's why I'm so bullish on Casper Network and Veracity and a couple of these coins. There's so many blue chip coins right now that are going to be gems in the future. But the hypocrisy is crazy. So if you read these headlines and you go off of what they're saying and you make decisions based on that, you're most likely going to get wrecked. The stuff that's happening behind the scenes, when you read about it on these articles, it's too late. I think so. Getting ahead of trends, realizing that the cycles are pretty much still the same. How many people fell for the lengthening cycles narrative last bull market? And how did that turn out? So the cycles don't repeat, but they often rhyme. So let's look at some of the coins here on Pulsechain. Looking at them by market cap here. HEX, PulseX, Pulse, which I don't know how Fatty is getting this, how the market cap of Pulsechain is 6x of PulseX. Let's see the bubbles here. Maybe it is. I just have not been paying attention. Let's see, Pulsechain market cap 636 million. And where's PulseX? Would it fall out of the top 100? Oh boy. Oh boy. Where is Pulse at? There we go. 244 million. So Fatty's got these. Yeah, so I don't know. They're way off, but regardless, I like to see all the coins lined up. But honestly, Dex Screener's the play. The Dex Screener's the spot for all you degens out there. Anyone that's been paying attention the last couple of weeks, I hope you got part of this God candle. I mean, how often do you see stuff like this? I mean, it's not often. What the hell is going on? Why can't I click on you? Guys, look at this. Look at that God candle we just printed. So I don't even know what do we do right now? Should we buy some more? Should we go all in right now after a double up on one candle? I mean, someone just came through and bought like 10 grand at $1,000 a rip. No, was that him? Yeah, no, sorry, where was it? I think it was this morning. Yeah, this 6-0 guys came in and bought $1,000 rips, $10,000 right here, 6F. So there's a lot of volume, guys. Look at in the last 6 hours, 130K in buy volume. So I just don't think people are seeing this. I mean, I don't know why the liquidity on this coin is so deep. I'm looking at Chainlink, 43K in liquidity. Quant just printed a sick green candle, 13K in liquidity. Even Pepe, 159K in liquidity. Poor Pleb, 16K in liquidity. But then when I go to Aave here and see 650K in liquidity, that catches my eye. So I think we're going to come back down to, I'm guessing we're going to come all the way back down to 20 cents again in the next week. I mean, this is just absurd, but I don't know if something's happening with Aave because I saw it pumped on Ethereum the other day. And I don't know why. I didn't look at it. But Aave's a blue chip. I mean, I think it has to do with DeFi, to be honest, and people seeking out yield in real DeFi. Because I know Aave is one of the biggest. But this is amazing, guys. So hopefully you guys have been paying attention. We've been talking about this for, weeks now. Tony just dumped her, I think. Yeah. See, but like Tony went up. Yeah, it's pumping like crazy. I thought this was a scam at the beginning, bro. The website was so bad that I thought it was a scam. And I was looking at this way early when we were looking at like Poochie. We're way down at like a penny or two. And now it's at like 40 cents, which is insane. But it's dumping today. But it's healthy though. You know, we went up on these hourly candles. I mean, but this is just absurd with Aave. And Uniswap just did it too. I just actually sold 40% of my Uniswap bag because the liquidity is so thin. It's only 19K. All it takes is one person to sell. And this thing is, oh, look at the liquidity on Tony. Yeah, what's up with that, bro? How come there's so much liquidity in Tony too? I know that Tony is like a yield farming site or a yield platform. So I see how that has liquidity, but why are people putting it into Aave? Are they pairing them up on V2 or something? I'm not too sure, but I'm loving this guy. Like I knew this was going to happen. I didn't know when, but it was almost inevitable. You know, when people find out, you know, if someone has a big bag of Aave and then now all of a sudden it just doubled in value overnight and you see these candles, you might go and take a look. You know, it might cause you to all right, what is this over here? And this is what I love to see. I want to see this with every one of the blue chip coins. SHIB, every one of them. Beat the price on Ethereum just for a week, just so we can get publicity out there. I think that's another trick up like Richards and other influencers' sleeves is that if desperate, pump up the price to what it is on ETH real quick and just brag about it. And that will catch people's attention. When they have a bag worth the same, they will go look over there then. So money does talk at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys got into some of these blue chip coins. Quant, I mean, look at I can't imagine that Aave isn't going to make the same type move. I mean, Quant did this same thing 4 days ago. It went from 43 cents to 90 cents, but that was in a day. It was in 12 hours. This Aave candle, someone just came in and just, is very confident. Let's just say that. So Uniswap, I took some off the top on here. I just think it's going to come back. It's going to come back down. There hasn't been one of these candles where it hasn't retraced all the way back to pretty much where the pump started. So if you're selling at 1.014 here, I can't imagine that in the next 5 days, you can't scoop it up back down around 1.1 for like nice, like 25% profit on that. So guys, there's money to be made on here. You know, I'm still earning my my ink. I'm just hodling it now. You know, I was swapping it for HEX, but the more that I talk to smart people that are smarter than me, I'm just hodling my ink now. I got like over 5 of them, and I'm not going to sell them. I want to buy more, but I just can't see it outperforming PulseX or Pulsechain. So with dry powder, I can't justify buying ink when all I have to do is wait another month, 2-3 months, and it'll just be printing for me. So that's my strategy for right now is just sit and just provide liquidity. You know, my first LP was at 3.6 around there. So if this goes up, you know, people are worried, the impermanent loss. Well, I'm not worried about it. I put in a bag at 3.7 and 2.17 and 2.5. So a third of it is at 3.7. So if this starts swinging up to 3.5, I don't care. You know, I already provided liquidity at a worse ratio because I wanted to acquire PulseX or Pulsechain. I had more PulseX than Pulsechain. So at 3.7, I knew it wasn't going to go closer to 5. It was going to go closer to 2-1. And I think 2.5, 2-1 will be the final ratio, but nobody knows. So that's why you have to be prepared for both sides of any equation. You know, with Uniswap, I just took 40% off the table because I just can't see this not coming down. Like if you get nervous, if we pump up again, like say on the 23rd, you did this right here and you sold at the top of this green candle. And then you came back and looked the next day and we're way up here. Just be patient. Don't FOMO buy. It always comes back. Like it dipped right back down to even lower. then this green candle where it started. So I don't see in the next 3 or 4 days this not coming back. And if it does start to take off, oh well, I still have 60% of my bag and now I'm free rolling because I took my entire investment out plus some. So you got to be happy with that. You can't be negative and say, oh God, I missed out. I should have did this, should have done that. Not smart. Even with Quant right here, I feel in my gut that I should sell it at least a little bit. But the second I do that, it's going to pump up to 70 cents. So Quant, I'm happy with right now. I did it. I took my profits over here and rebought back at like 70 cents off the 90% or 90 something cents I sold it at. So can't complain. You got to be happy, take what you can and run. Crypto is ruthless. If there's profits on the table to be had, take them off. Don't leave stuff and paper gains, let them evaporate. I watched that happen to me with HEX, staking way too long. When I first got in, staker app wasn't out, laddering really wasn't a thing. It was all about, oh, do a 5-5-5-5, do a 5-5-5-5 stake. And that was the attitude. And I wish I only staked 25% of my bag for more than, what was it, a year and a half till the end of the bull run. Because my first stake that came out was it was the same for the last 2 birthdays I've had. So 3 birthdays in a row. The first one came out, it was worth 18 grand. The next year, it was worth, I think, 4,200. And this past one was worth like 13 or 1,400 bucks. So it hurts. So if I had sold that anywhere near the top, I would have been able to rebuy all my coins plus a ton in the future. But who knows if I would have. HEX is down in the dump. If you sold out, that's the biggest mistake people make too, is they don't buy back the coins for whatever 100 different reasons, and you get burned. So just the Richard's attitude and the way he tells us that and shows us with his tweets that holding long-term wins regardless of the short-term noise. If you could think 10 years down the road, if you could think 15 years down the road, hodlers always win. So if you took a big bag of HEX and staked it for 5-5-5-5, you're gonna do 90%, 99% better than everybody out there. But if you took it out and traded in between, yeah, you would have accumulated more. But at the end of the day, we're gonna be so far ahead in 15 years. This is all bonus. So it really is a testament of being able to think long-term and see through short-term noise and believe in crypto, believe in Richard, believe in HEX, believe in DeFi through all the FUD. Like we deserve to be rewarded for holding through this nightmare, through all of the FUD, the SEC, all the collapses, all of the scams, the hucksters, the fraudsters, everybody out there. We deserve 100x for right now being the only people putting money in to losing projects. When right now you put money in, you expect it to go down 15% next week, but we don't care because we're putting the same amount in next week and the week after. We're over that short-term mindset. And I really believe Richard rewards those long-term thinkers. Nothing has made me think otherwise. He hasn't shown us with any of his tweets or anything. That's not the same case with Pulse and PulseX and Inc. as it is with HEX. So, I really, and just looking at some of the tweets out there about all the people that sold their or nuked their HEX stakes to provide liquidity in the pools just to have them ganked. I mean, so good morning to everyone except the fake day one Hexicans who nuked all their staked HEX to degen into the eHEX PHEX yard yield farm, which got canceled because the greed became an existential threat to the HEX price chart. So what do all these charts have well over 3 years have in common? They all went up a lot. And hodlers won. So I believe in Richard, guys. Nothing's changing. And like, this is opportunity, Pulsechain. Like, the thing that's going to piss a lot of people off too is when Richard uses the 10,000X and he draws it from the bottom down here at what are we at here? 1056. And none of us really got that price. I mean, it was before there was really even prices showing. It was all, I think, just ratio trading at that point. But I mean, from right now, we're up 3.5x from that the number he's going to be using. So when he says we're up 1,000x, it's going to feel like 70x from SAC price. So it's not going to be, that too is going to piss people off. So this is going to be just a nonstop shakeout of weak hands, non-believers, people that don't understand crypto. It's the same thing, just with a different narrative repeated all over. The 4-year cycles are still here. The length of the bear markets are identical. Everything's so cyclical. The stock to flow, the human greed, the Wall Street cheat chart or the psychology chart. I mean, it still plays out almost to a T. And I think we're now ready to see Bitcoin make its run up to 40, 50K at the end of this, at the end of the summer. And then a nasty dip. And then maybe another run up before the halving. And then another nasty dip. But no one knows. The stock market, it feels like any day it could just roll over. And that's going to affect crypto, unfortunately. So there's just so many bullish things, though, that long term, the Ripple case ending, the ETFs that will inevitably get approved, those are going to be the sell the news event. So if that happens this year, I'm out. The second those ETFs get approved, I'm pretty much selling everything that I have liquid because I think that'll be the local top. I could be wrong, but if history rhymes, should be about right. I mean, we've been spot on between like Facing Reality and myself. We were bullish as hell. Like last November, December, we were like, this can't go any lower. This has to be around the bottom. And as soon as we started pumping up a little bit in January, like it was it. We knew right away that the bear market was in. This was going to be the bottom a couple months ago. It's not going to feel like it now. And looking back, sure enough, it was. And we're up now. Bitcoin's up 100% since January. So you just can't deny the numbers. And I think we're going to run up to 40K next wave up because that the non-believers right now, everyone thinks we're going down. It's a perfect time for a little short squeeze. And I want to see an alt season. I'm waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for feels like 2 years. And I really think this cycle is lining up like 2017. Last cycle we got scammed with the double top in Bitcoin. And I feel like so many coins like XRP, XLM, HBAR, they've been coiled up for like 5 years. XRP hasn't made a new all-time high in 5 or 6 years. So this thing, that court case settles, this thing could go to $10 immediately and just completely decouple from the market. We've seen it. We saw it 6 years ago, but I mean, that could happen at any point. The ETFs, NASDAQ getting involved. I mean, there's just so many things happening where crypto will be mainstream. So keep accumulating, keep DCAing. Don't deviate from your plan. And if you are starting to feel like, God, am I doing the right thing? Is this really going to work out? Don't sell right now unless you absolutely have to. That was the biggest mistake I made in the last bull run, was having little bags of stuff that I just sold because I was bored of looking at them. They weren't doing anything, and I didn't want them in my wallets anymore, so I just sold them. Mana, Sandbox. God, there was three blue chips that we got out of, and I just held bags that the $100 bags would have turned into $5 or $6 grand. They were tiny. They were just like degen plays that I saw. I was bad. I saw something pumping. I had to get it. Oh, that coin's pumping. All right, I got to buy it. I was so bad at chasing candles. And then HEX came along and it completely smacked me in the face. It was like, this is what you need to be doing. Chasing candles, swapping constantly. It's not healthy. It's not how you win. I was looking around at the people doing the best, and they were doing nothing. They were just sitting around watching. So I learned that less is actually more. Less trading, more value or more money involved versus trying to throw $50 at 20 coins, put 5,000 into 3. Or, so that's what really kind of caught my eyes, is watching people that were just savages, that when COVID came, they were all in. It was exciting. And there's people now that I talk to when times like this, they're like, yeah, I love it. I hope we stay down here for another 3 months so I can scoop up as much as possible. And then the next person I talk to is saying, God, I hope this bear market ends tomorrow. I literally mortgaged everything. I need this to go up. So I see everything across the board. And even from people that got in last cycle when ETH Max and SHIB and all the just garbage coins were pumping. That's when they got into crypto. And they started messaging me again with Pepe. So I was like, all right, is retail really back? And then that kind of fizzled out. So I knew it was just kind of a fad with Pepe, and that was it. The bull market wasn't really here. So I'm in a unique spot where I can judge the market based on the 50 people that I talk to about crypto. And these people are all across all walks of life, from, my buddy that works with actors and celebrities in LA. He's like a manager or an agent, to retired businessman. I mean, I'm talking people all across the board so I get a good judge and a good pulse on the market from the things that these guys are telling me, stuff they see, things that just came across their radar. And I really think that the weekends are pretty much gone. Bad news isn't doing anything to the price. I mean, Matic, Solana, all these coins just got sued. Cardano, they all got sued. Algorand by the SEC. I mean, oh my God, Algorand, wow, is down to 10 cents. That's crazy. Wow. I mean, this is like if you can afford it, Algorand is the generational type buy right now. I really think Algorand, XLM, Solana, Injective, Osmosis, Kava, Avalanche, I really like them long term. So I have them luckily in my iTrust, my IRA, and I can't touch that account for 20 years. So it forces me to think long term. I got to choose out of a list of 25 coins. All right, what are going to be the best? And, I can't not own XLM. I really wanted to put Hedera in there, but we'll see. I mean, there's so many blue chip coins out here on Pulsechain all across the board. There's opportunity, guys. Don't be bummed out. This is opportunity. PP pumped up 20% in the last 24 hours. You could take some profits on that. Even if you put $100 into here and at 0.0001 and it goes up 25%, 30%. There you go. You sell 30%, take it out, and then just wait. And then rinse and repeat. I mean, the liquidity is so low in these blue chip coins. Honestly, what I'm going to start doing is going over and seeing what the volume is for Uniswap and DeFi, and see how they're doing. And look at actual DeFi and the DEXs and see what the volume is and if they're going up. When you see volume on Uniswap shooting up like crazy, that could be a good sign that people are looking at DeFi again. I'm really bullish on Osmosis too, even though the staking. So this is what's crazy. Staking on Trust Wallet got dropped to 6%, but on Atomic, they still have it at 22. So I still have mine all staked in Atomic, getting 22%. And I'm going to just ride it out till they cut it, which they will. But you got to take advantage because they changed their inflation. So they cut the inflation coming out in half moving forward. So the APY is cut, but that's bullish news. I want exposure to Cosmos. Adam has has its own problems. I wouldn't recommend you going out and buying Cosmos, the coin. I'd much rather see you buy Injective and stake it at 12%, or Osmosis and stake it at 22 on Atomic Wallet. But there's opportunity everywhere, guys. Here we go. Even Chainlink. Look at Chainlink is 3.5 cents. It was up well over 5 cents, up to 12 cents, actually. I'm almost positive it went up to, went up to, holy crap, went up to over 15 cents. So we're sitting at a 4X from where it pumped up to right around launch. You don't think with $40,000 in liquidity, Chainlink, one of the blue chip oracles, has a chance to get to 10% of its valuation on Pulsechain? I do. Maybe even Texan. There's super low liquidity now, but I don't care. I believe in it. I support RAG, support Crypto Heartbeat, and I want to see them survive. So I keep buying Texan. I'm going down with the ship. Anyone else out there, I'm going down with you with Texan. I'm going down, buying all the way down to the ground. So I gave up on Kennel. I 0.4 or 0.3 or 0.4 ETH is all that I'm burning into Kennel. It's now worth $8. I'm not even kidding. 0.3 ETH is worth $8, but it is what it is. You gotta take the L's and move on. You can't get caught up on that. Let's see here. Oh my God, I lied. It's now worth $5.68. Wow, that hurts. That hurts. But you know what? It is what it is. You can't win them all. Like Pokemon, you got to catch them all, but you never will. You never, ever, ever will. I swear I put in 0.3 ETH into this thing. Maybe even more. I mean, it's bad. Let's see. Nope. Next page. Do. There it is. Kennel token. 84 days ago. I swapped 1,100 hex. $1,100 for 33 million Kennel, which is worth $2 now. That's not what that was. Just that was when I doubled down because it had dipped so much that literally that $90 doubled my bag back up. Here we go. Is what 6? There we go. 0.29 ETH. So that sucks. That's when you screw around in the meme coins. Look at that. $563 is now worth $1.50. See that? And that's the price you pay for chasing the meme coins. Pepe, I bought it at 18 and it went up. It did like a 40x from there. I sold that at 40% profit because Kennel was fresh on my mind. I was like, damn, I'm not just burning more ETH. I have a half ETH. I'm willing to burn in these shit coins. Kennel 0.3 of it went in. So with Pepe, I took my 40% profit and moved on, and that sucked. And then we got into the OG SM and the BO Bogdanov one, and that was it. And now I'm over it. It's boring. It was just sucked, to be honest with you. So, you get over it, and now it's back to like, all right, what's actually making me money? That's all fun and games. And yeah, when you're in your Discord, your Telegram group and green candles and, oh my God, I just made this. Well, that's great until it goes back. It goes ass backwards. And now your 0.3 ETH is worth $6. That's the shit you don't hear. You don't see those stories all over Twitter that, oh my God, Pepe. Yeah, rah, rah. How many people got wrecked on Pepe and bought the top and are down 60%? and it's going to be a year and a half before they break even, which puts even more pressure on the coin in the future from going up, because everyone's going to just get out and just take the damage if they can just escape back to even. That's how fast these things turn. I mean, the bear market to a bull market, or sentiment, how bearish people were, and then boom, news of an ETF and everyone's freaking out. I mean, this stuff literally changes overnight. So, now it's time to like stop screwing around with the meme coins and look at this like, holy shit, Aave just doubled up. In one candle, it just printed. It doubled up. I mean, look at that. So I'm sitting tight here. I'm excited about this now. I really am. I'm excited for Quant. I'm excited for Uniswap. I mean, all of these, 51%, 56% up over 24 hours. Aave, 116% up. I mean, all these coins, guys. Uniswap. Chainlink now up 12%. Pepe up 12%. PP up 22%. Like, I've been talking about this for weeks on stream. Just throw what you can afford into these blue chip coins, some of these meme coins. They're at rock bottom right now. The downside risk is at its pretty much lowest. So hopefully you guys listen. I mean, even Fetch AI doubled up, printed a God candle, and then when it fell off the face of the earth again on here. But, I'm just, Render's kind of dead, but who knows? At any point, I bought, now's the time. Like, this is when you have to get into coins, right? Render on here. No one has bought in any. There's been one transaction in 24 hours, $8,000 in liquidity. This is the time you have to buy into it and be willing to go to zero if you want to make the mad gains or the 1,000 X's. Like, you need to be willing to burn your coins right now. If you want the most gains, you got to get into stuff like this. Render right here with no liquidity, $8,000. Daytona Finance, way too late. Fetch AI, another one, $200 in liquidity. I had my 1,000 coins I got from from holding on ETH. I got them copied over, and I bought like another $1,000 of them. This was my transaction right here from June 24th, $3.69. I bought 1,300 more, and that's it. And I'm just letting them sit, but I'm willing to let those go to zero. And so that's how you make the most money in crypto, is you buy when nobody else is, and you have to feel like shit. Like, why am I buying this right now? You have to have that feeling. If you come in and say, oh, yeah, look, here's PP, it's up 22%. What's the upside for this right here? When it just pumped up, from down here, 2.5x over the last 14 days, the last 2 weeks. So if you're looking for the mad gains, be willing to take losses like I did on Kennel. When you're screwing around with that stuff, it goes just as bad as it goes for all those great stories you hear out on YouTube or out on Twitter, or all these like, I don't even know if they're AI accounts that just shill meme coins. It's just garbage all day. But people watch it and they fall for it. So Veracity too, one of the only coins I'm holding on Ethereum, because this coin has everything. It's got 18% staking. It's at pretty much rock bottom. And it's got the AI and like VR metaverse narrative in it. So it's got all the pumpamentals. I'm loving it. So the only alts I'm really holding big bags of outside of Pulsechain are Texan, Rally, Altura, Seedify, Alluvium, and that's really it. Like Sologenics, and then my stuff in H-bar, but I don't even look at the H-bar, and the alts is a different ecosystem. Like, I try to look at it like I want to place 10 bets out there. Richard Hart, everything under there is one. XRP and the XRP ledger with Solo Core, Elysian, Casino Coin, XLM and Velo, Arbitrum with Camelot, DopeX, and Vela. And then in Optimism, Hot Protocol and Velodrome. So I have like my bets in each ecosystem, the L1, and then the alt underneath it. So that's my plan. I'm just stacking into my bags. We talked about karate on a couple of streams ago on Hedera with Dovu and Saucer Swap and the few alts in there I like. But I'm just slowly adding to positions where I can. And, I'm waiting another week or so, and I'm going to make my last purchase of Pulse and Pulse X. I'm going to put another half ETH in, and then I'm basically tapped out. And I'm going to be hoping for green candles. I'm ready for this thing to roll. I might split it up and just put like a quarter ETH in 2 weeks and then another in 2 weeks. I might, because I feel like this might drag out another month. But if Bitcoin takes off and starts heading to 40K, I'm going to try to get it in sooner than later so I can take some profits and make some money before we dip again. Because paper gains suck. There's nothing like pulling out, your hard-earned money than watching it evaporate. So I've learned all the lessons. I've seen all the catastrophes, been hacked, been not really scammed, but I sent my money to scams, and I've made 300x on what was it, Matic? So I'm like thinking of a million things. But we bought Matic at a penny, and it went up to over $3. Cardano at 4 cents to $3. So we found Hex at 7/10 of a penny. Now it's retraced all the way back. So I feel like we have this whole new opportunity again. And with all the people rinsed out and shaken out, I feel like real DeFi, there's nobody here right now. And it's going to blow up again. There'll be some narrative, whether it's the Apple releases their AR, VR headsets, or, there's some new metaverse concert, or Logan Paul, plays Pokemon on the moon. I don't know, whatever it is. There's going to be a new narrative, tokenizing assets, tokenized diamonds. Something's going to catch on. If it's some game, I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm ready for it. I'm here every day. I'll be streaming and hopefully bring in that beta, sometimes that alpha. And that's all I got for today. What up, Tin Top? Appreciate you stopping in. Keeping it real. Trying, bro. I try. I'm an open book. What's up, Hex G Unit? Appreciate you stopping in. Academaciated. I like academiaciated. That's how you say it. I'm going with that one. Well, all right, Erwin. Get in your Flat Earth group over there. Go set some people straight. I got to ponder what to do with Aave here. I'm thinking it's a no-brainer. You got to take profits right here. There's no way. If this doesn't come back in the next week to 30 cents, I'll be absolutely shocked. So you know what? I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to take some Aave off the table, and I'm not even going to look at it. Well, I probably will until I stream tomorrow. So what's the impermanent law? Nothing. Perfect. Like 30,000 Pulse X. Perfect. So I want to swap. No, I want to swap this into Hex. No, I'm just putting it to die. $66. We're crushing it. We're taking off the table. So I'm just doing it to show you guys, like, this is how you win. This is how you take guaranteed profits and make sure you don't lose to some scam wick, some bullshit, something outside your control. It's a guaranteed wins. You stack them up, and next thing you know, you're looking down at everyone else around you. So there's tons of opportunity right now. If you want help, if you have questions, you want to see if your portfolio is on point. If you're doing something wrong, this is what I do every day, is talk crypto with people, to people, and help people with their portfolios, restructuring them, balancing them, adding new coins, whatever it is. So reach out to me if you need help. It's what I'm here for. It's what Vibra's here for. And we love this stuff. I'm passionate about it. I want to see all of crypto succeed, not just like having this, we're too good for everyone else, maximalist view. I don't like that. I want to see everybody win. And, people are passionate about their projects. Let them be. It's all good. All ships rise with the tides. And I think it is flat. I still don't know, though. All right, guys. That's all I got. It's my rant for today. Hopefully some of you guys caught this candle right here. Man, you know what happened? I know what happened. The gas is so damn high on Pulsechain now. I have my thing set at like 120, and it's been at like 170s lately. So that's the problem. There we go. So take some of that Aave off the table. Got to lock in profits. I mean, this thing just doubled up overnight. I mean, over candle, out of candle. I don't even know what the word is. I mean, literally, these are the minute candles right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes basically doubled up. All right, guys. Appreciate all the support. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below for the algorithm. Do a backflip. Do a cartwheel. Go stare at the sun. Dig a hole. Be a carrot. Do whatever you got to do. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.